Welcome back to What's the Call podcast. This is episode 2 of our March Madness series. Unfortunately, we are done with week 1 of March Madness, so we got the Sweet 16, and I think it's safe to say all of us should keep our day jobs. We we will not
I
we will not
this
become ESPN analysts in the future. Um, Go ahead and I'll share how our bracket did last week or this past weekend. As you can see, 58.6% correct.
Thought it was worse. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
golly.
We still got potential though. We still got 1650 max points. That's just because still all of our final four teams are in. All of our final four teams are still in there. And honestly, we didn't do too bad on like some Sweet 16 stuff. Like actually, what? Yeah,
We got that side right. We got a couple Sweet 16 games right.
yeah. We had a
Not
couple,
too
Yeah.
not too terrible.
not too
So let's
terrible.
go let's go through them real quick, see why we messed up our prediction and what
As you
actually
can
happened.
see, East and West bracket, right? That's East and West. We're actually pretty good for us. We besides this, besides Wisconsin High
Yeah.
Point, which we know what happened. That one. That was some that was some bullshit.
Fluke,
Um,
bro. Fluke.
but I guess the big one I wanted to talk about too is Texas. Texas
Yeah.
kind of
Mm.
surprised a lot of people coming in there and, making a Sweet
Yep.
16 run
They
there.
got a good matchup with BYU though, because BYU didn't have their leading scorer and they started tailing off, or not their leading, second leading scorer, and they start tailing off near the end of the year. So Texas is playing well. That ended up being a good matchup for them.
I didn't realize Texas had a lot of size too.
Yeah.
They got some big dudes down at the 4 and 5 position, which I didn't realize they had. Um,
hmm
I
I think them being able to play that first four game and it be as close as it was, I think they were like, yeah, like maybe we can play in closer games, and I think they really prepared them for especially that BYU game because it was close all the way through, and then they just pulled away at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they got Purdue, um, which I don't know how I
I didn't
feel
really
about
watch
that.
them play Gonzaga. I didn't really watch the Gonzaga game. I don't really know what happened there, but
Gonzaga
yeah.
just kind of they should have been a lot better than they were this year. I think Braden
Mm.
Huff got hurt. They're really good center, but they
Hmm.
like just kind of underachieved to me. They had great players. They just I don't know. And playing in that West Coast Conference the whole time doesn't really do any good favors for you either.
Yep.
No, as we can see, West Coast is kind of. I mean, I feel like it's always weak. They tend to get St. Mary's and Gonzaga in. This year they got Santa Clara, which I felt like Santa Clara was probably at least the strongest, maybe out of. I mean, they play Kentucky pretty close, but
Definitely better than St. Mary's, I'll tell you that.
yeah.
Hmm.
Definitely better than St. Mary's.
But anyways, what else did we? What other matchups? I guess
The
I
Florida
thought
Iowa right there.
Florida Iowa won. Yeah.
Troy.
I know in my personal bracket I picked Iowa over Florida just for the heck of it. I knew we talked about this a little bit. We knew Florida was
Troy.
probably going to be the what first one seed out. We said that Florida.
Yeah.
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 They're the weakest.
I think we were leading Florida or Michigan was gonna be the first
I was thinking Vandy was
one.
going to get him out, but the ball
No.
was too
I know that game was fleek,
the ball was
bro.
too
That if that
inflated,
game was not
so it didn't go
if
in.
that game was anywhere else, bro,
Inflate
I
gate.
think they would have blew them out, bro. If that shit was in Greenville, I think Vandy blew them out, bro.
We got to watch Iowa and Nebraska punt it to each other now for 40 minutes, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I looked up um they were 1-1 this season. They split.
Okay,
They
okay.
split. So that's definitely going to be a tight game and an interesting
You can
game,
play you can
especially.
play a fun game during Iowa, Nebraska. How many black guys are on the court? I guarantee you it's less than two at all times.
He ain't lying, bro. He ain't lying. Nebraska got that one black dude. He bring the ball up. He facilitate. He do it all, but he don't do that much scoring.
Um,
He's a member of SAE. High Kappa Phi.
uh,
So
and
that's Cole's brother right there.
Yeah,
another one, I guess, Tennessee kind of making some
that
noise.
was
I
that
don't
was that
know.
was surprising. I'm not gonna lie. That was surprising.
Yeah, Virginia. I don't know. Virginia kind of like they were good, but like they just never seemed to be great. Some about
Yeah,
them just like I
yeah,
didn't feel like they could beat any like the top teams, and they were losing to Wright State for the majority of the game. Like it was
True,
yeah. They were,
true.
they were.
they were just something was felt off about them. If that bald headed dude didn't go off last time,
Yeah,
they wouldn't have won that game.
yeah.
So
hmm
yeah.
He had a
Uh,
bad
he
he had
he
a bad game. So
he
took
dropped
that
like
Ale- took the
what
alopecia bandit going off for them to get in the second round. So
he dropped like 35 in that game too.
yeah, he went crazy. He went
Went
insane.
crazy.
the visa man, it is crazy. My gosh, bro. All right, bro. Oh
Lord.
boy.
Yeah, I guess Akron was. I mean,
That was probably a bad look on us.
we were hopeful. We were
Well, to
hopeful.
be
Very
honest though,
much.
with how bad Texas Tech got beat, if you'd have told me Texas Tech was gonna, if they played Alabama, they're gonna lose that bad, I would have picked Akron again because they looked terrible in the Alabama game. I know Alabama shot
Yeah.
well, but like that team looked like they didn't even want to be there. So
Hmm.
I don't know.
And I will say the scoring, when I looked, I thought Fallon was going crazy, but I looked and it was like all spread out. Like everybody had at least like 10, 15 points. And
I
Fallon
needed
was
Fallon to go
playing,
crazy, and he
yeah,
didn't.
Fallon was playing the PG role, so he was able to dish it out more. And he's already getting so much attention. So I think they might sneak up. They might sneak up on Michigan. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
one,
they have a real point guard who can dish it out on the court now, not dish it out off the court. We don't need any more of that. He's not with the team anymore. So
This is
they're hooping now.
crazy. Hey man,
And to be honest with you, they've been playing better since he left. So like
yeah.
yeah.
They had a
I don't
few
know if it
games
was
during the season where he didn't play, so I was surprised.
he does jack a lot of like deep three pointers. So that's like I mean, he's also smaller, so they get playing more size now.
Hmm
It may end up helping in the long run. So
Yep.
Alabama, I mean, Alabama, Michigan. I mean, we may probably look at that later, but that
Yeah,
low key could be a very interesting game.
Very.
will be. Yeah, I guess last one I wanted to say like I know we went with Georgia. I had hopes for the Dogs, but they got freaking
They got obliterated.
they
Yeah.
got
Eli, you
I
gotta
did tell
touch
you
on
that
that,
was
bro.
a
You gotta touch on that.
possibility, though.
yeah.
It was either going to be
You
good
got that
Georgia or
right.
bad Georgia, and it was bad Georgia.
Yeah,
This is
you
the
got that
second
one
year in a row
right.
they done got smacked in the first round.
All right, is there anything else
Let's talk about
on
how
this
North Carolina blew
bracket?
a 19-point lead and we were there in person. Never mind, bro. All right.
I don't want to talk about
We
that
we
either,
can move
man. That
forward.
hurt.
We can move forward.
Ugh, that
Shout
was
out
bad.
VCU though. They got blown out in the second round just like North Carolina would have anyway. So
Yeah,
I
well,
Shout
guess
out
it's
the
just
Rams.
yeah. We got denied the inevitable. Illinois is really good, but yeah, we can talk about that game though.
Illinois is really good, but VCU also lost their second best player 40 seconds into the game,
That's
too.
right. That's
Yeah,
so crazy that happened too. I hated
yeah.
that. That was yeah, never mind.
All right. Well,
Let me give a shout out to Auburn, the NIT. See you hooping
Hey,
over there in the
the
NIT, Auburn.
boys is hooping, boy. They trying to win it. They trying to win it.
Good for you, Auburn.
so we got our second chance bracket.
Oh shoot.
Maybe,
Oh, I
maybe,
didn't know
maybe,
it's released.
maybe we can do a little better. So we
Hopefully,
got
bro.
we
Hopefully.
got the Sweet 16. I mean, I still think
Let's not touch the East right now. The East is too hard. Let's not touch the East yet.
the
The East
East.
is
I
the East
mean,
is tough.
like I said in our original bracket, we still have our final four teams are all still in it. So do we keep those same final four teams?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Um,
There's a few
let's
games I just
start.
don't have a read on at all.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
Iowa,
it's going to be
Nebraska,
this
those are
one
the
and
same
this one.
teams playing each
Illinois,
other.
Houston. Oh, that whole
I
South
like
bracket, I
Houston.
don't know.
Houston
I don't.
because that game will be in Houston, so it's gonna be a home
Okay.
game.
Oh,
But I mean,
shoot.
still, I don't. Illinois looks really good, dude. They look really. I don't like like if they keep shooting the way they are.
Mm,
That was. I really don't know. I want to say Illinois in that, but with it being in Houston, that probably does help Houston a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, it
I,
swings it a little bit.
I will say,
Let me look at
Illinois,
the
the
line.
one way they can get beat is on fast breaks. Is they got so many big guys out there that they're not the quickest team.
Mhm.
So we know Houston is usually, pretty fast up and down the court. So I
Hmm.
think Houston has an advantage there if they're able to get rebounds and get the ball out and move up the court real fast. Because I know at the beginning of the game, VCU was able to do a lot of that and it was pretty close for most of the first half, and then Illinois finally pulled away in the second
Yeah,
half.
that's the hard part though, because it's a big if. Like
Yeah,
Illinois is really good at grinding games to a halt, and they can, if they're able to do that on Houston, which they've been able to do to a lot of teams. Houston does not have they have an all right half court offense, but it's not the best half court offense. So
yeah,
that's very much so favors Illinois if they can grind that game to a halt. It's just on the fact of if they can.
yeah. It's also whether Houston can actually box out or not. I think Illinois beat
Yeah, Illinois
VCU
has
on
so
the
much
boards by
size.
like 20
Yeah.
rebounds, so
Yeah.
that's going to be a big question there. What do we think's the easiest one to pick right now? East,
Uh,
West,
Probably,
South, or
probably
Midwest?
none of them really, bro. It's
I
all
would,
hard.
yeah, none of them are. If you had to tell me or which games
I
I
would
probably would think would be are I think Arizona's going to beat Arkansas. I think Darius Jacobs going to go for like 30 something, but Arizona's just too good.
won't be enough. Yeah.
And then I do think Purdue is going to beat Texas. I think Purdue matches up well against Texas because they have a bunch of size too.
Yeah,
Um, and then Iowa State, I do even without Joshua Jefferson, I think they'll
Yeah,
beat.
it was
I think
crazy. It was
Iowa
crazy. The
State
fact, the
Their
fact,
definitely.
defense is so insane.
the way they were able to blow out, who did they play? Oh,
Kentucky,
Kentucky. The way they blow out Kentucky and losing Joshua Jefferson and still being able to do that, I just think, yeah, I think
Kentucky didn't
they might
Kentucky beat
mess around and
Tennessee
win the
twice
whole
this year?
Midwest.
Kentucky beat Tennessee twice this year, if I'm not
Yep, I
mistaken.
think they were both comeback wins too.
Yeah, so that Iowa State I think is probably
Yeah,
the
Iowa State
is the
looks really
favorite.
good.
They do
They
look
look
really
really
good.
good. Yeah. They like
Now the
blew
ones
out.
that the ones that I'm very like, okay, I'm not sure at all. The biggest one is probably Michigan, Alabama, because Alabama could come out
Hmm.
and do what they did last game. You just don't know. Like
Hmm.
they could come out and start flaming it from deep, and you're like, okay, they're up in within the first 5 minutes, and you're like, oh crap, Michigan's gonna have to come back. But if Alabama just has one of those games where they're just unconsciously hot, they could beat Michigan. But if they don't, Michigan could beat them by 20. So it's like that game could swing the biggest, I think, out of all the games.
Yeah, I think just like though when I think about it, I'm like Michigan is such a better team, obviously, than Hofstra and Texas Tech. I feel like
Yeah.
Bama kind of got an easy draw if we're looking at it. I mean, yes, they are playing well, playing better, but I mean, uh, I don't know, like you said, blowing out Texas Tech in the second round, that really I was like,
Do you
oh,
think Texas
how
Tech or
good was
St.
Texas
Louis is
Tech
better though?
actually? Texas Tech or St. Louis?
Yeah, who do you think's better out of those two?
I don't know. Who did St. Louis lose to?
Oh,
St. Louis
With
lost to Michigan?
obviously without JT Toppin, I think St. Louis, I would lean St. Louis a little bit on that one. Um,
okay. So I was
St.
about to
Louis
say, I
did
would, I
did
would
play
say,
pretty well, but
do you think
they
Michigan's
just
win
couldn't
over
hit
St.
shots at the
Louis
end
is
of the
more
game.
impressive over Alabama's win over Texas Tech?
Yeah, I mean, since I said that, I gotta stand on it. Yeah, I think beating St. Louis is a better win than beating Texas Tech right now.
Okay.
I know for that game, I'm probably going to lean towards Michigan on that one.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I
Yes.
like I like Lindenberg. I like Lindenberg a lot. He had one crazy ass highlight. I was watching when they played St. Louis. Bro did a hop step, punched it on. I was like, what the?
Yeah.
And then they blew him out ever since that. I was like, yeah, so good.
I do think that Texas Purdue game will be close though, but it's going to be like one of those games where Purdue like with like 6 minutes left pulls to like 8 or 10, and then it's just kind of like around there the whole time, like
Yeah.
a 6 to 10 point game. So yeah, I think Purdue has. I mean, Braden Smith's on his 15th year of college basketball. He's got all the experience he needs to close out a game. So
TKR.
yes, I think they'll be able to finish that.
Well, I think the question here is, so we have Houston winning it all in our, in our regular bracket. Do we
Hmm.
have them winning it all here? Do we keep it consistent just for the heck of it, so we're at least
I
matching
mean,
up? Or
who'd they beat in the second round? Houston.
They blew somebody out. Texas A&M.
Okay,
yeah,
yeah, they did blow
they
Tech.
beat
Okay, they've
they
been
beat
playing
Texas.
well.
They've been blowing. Hey, they don't blew out the
Yeah,
first 2 rounds. They not playing,
Now, what I will say is
and
whoever
now they
the
coming
winner
home.
whoever the winner of Illinois Houston is going to be in the Final Four. I don't think it matters who
Yeah,
Iowa Nebraska the winner that's not beating Houston Illinois because they've kind of luck. I mean, Florida Iowa beat Florida. Florida's a good team, but like Xavier Lee and Boogie Flan, like how really good were they? I think they're a
yeah,
little bit of a
yeah,
fraudulent one. Like I would take Illinois and Houston over Florida any day of the week
yeah.
because all you do is
Same.
shut down their bigs, and
yep.
then Nebraska they beat Vanderbilt on like a buzzer beater. They had to come back at the very end. Like they're
And it was
good, but
essentially a home game.
you're going to be playing pure athletes the whole game, or all 7 foot big men with Mirkovic as their last name that can spray it from anywhere on the floor. So like it, like I don't like that.
Stojakovic,
I don't like
Merkovich.
I don't like that
Then you got a
matchup.
random James in there.
Yeah.
Wagler. They're tough though. They're tough. I still think Houston will beat. I still think Houston will beat Illinois just based off the simple fact I trust Kelvin Sampson in this situation. Because like you say, Eli, that Illinois will be able to like slow the game down. But I'm sure Kelvin's gonna be like, okay, if they want to do that, we're gonna have certain plays in place. If not, we're gonna keep playing like we play, and then they're gonna feed
Yeah.
off the energy from the crowd. I think it'll be one of those games where it's gonna be back and forth, of course, and then it'll get down to the last 2 minutes, and then that crowd gonna get into it, and I think
Yeah, that's
that's when
true.
that
That's
pull
true.
away.
The crowd does affect the game. Now the ones I'm
That's so
really
crazy that they ended up playing in
yeah,
Houston. That's so
Houston got
crazy.
lucky. Now I
Who
do
else
think the
had?
ones that are the
Uh,
most interesting are Duke St. John's and Michigan St. John's.
Yeah, yeah. That
yeah,
that whole that whole East just
Because St.
it's so
John's
tough.
St. John's has no offense at all. They cannot shoot the ball to save their life. Dylan Mitchell, number one, he airballed 4 times. He can't he does not hit the rim unless it's a layup. Like it's pretty bad. But they'll pick you up full court.
Hmm.
They'll play defense. They'll play some damn good defense. So it's like
Hmm.
I don't if Boozer on their foul bait and shit again, then it could
Oh
just
my
be a free
God.
throw contest. But I think this is going to be a tough matchup for Duke. They're going to have to be hitting shots. If they're not hitting shots, like St. John's could easily win this game. But
I
yeah,
will say Duke getting Gamba back is huge for them. Even
he's
though
an educator.
he likes to foul, he likes to foul a lot, but I think him coming back will give alleviate a little bit of pressure off of Boozer. But still, Boozer's bag is just so limited. I think that guys like Ejiofor is gonna be able to, contain him. If they're not
Yeah,
gonna stop him, they're gonna at least contain him.
he's not gonna
And
out
Isaiah
muscle
Evans is
Ejiofor.
not gonna, yeah, and Isaiah Evans ain't just gonna be able to just shoot it all willy nilly all the time because they're pretty good at defending the three. So
Yeah, they're not gonna. I
I
think
don't know. That's a real
they're gonna get
toss
how
up
was
the
right there,
the
though.
the
how was
guards
the
are gonna get
second round
tired.
game? Yeah, they
The we
whooped
pick.
up on TCU.
That game was close, and then it just like TCU just like folded, and then
Yeah,
Duke just took off.
I'm just near the end.
Hmm.
But
I mean,
St. John's just like having Patino as the coach and just like there's a lot of momentum behind them winning at the buzzer and like them not being in the Sweet 16 since like not even in the 2000s. Like that it's going to mean more to them, I think.
Such a
And
story,
also
yeah.
like it is a real thing. John Shire does tighten up in these games. Like he does. He said last game the TCU guy outcoached him. Like so, I mean, he 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 tightens up sometimes in these games. So going against an absolute a legend as a coach, Patino, like I would give the
Hmm.
coaching edge to Patino easily. So if it comes down to the end of the game, I'd like St. John's in that situation just based off they're going to be in the right position
Right.
9 times out of 10. When Duke may be like 6 times out of 10. So I
I
mean
think that game's
I think Duke probably wins, but it's like I think it's one of those like nasty games, like it was with Kansas, where it's just like
yeah.
this is no like maybe in the 20s at halftime, and maybe in like if like low 60s, low to mid 60s, something like that. Um, but Duke
Yeah.
probably ends up winning.
I don't think
Yeah,
I think that's
I
where and this is where I think that would be where Duke season is. I think Michigan State or UConn could get them. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I
Shire's
mean
gonna
I
have to make his money, no matter who he plays now. He's playing the other three coaches that take over Shire in a heartbeat. Izzo,
Yeah,
Patino, and Hurley. So whoever he is matched up with the next two games, he's
he's gonna have to
he's
coach.
going to be disadvantaged. Yeah,
Yep, you got to coach.
I looking at the Michigan State UConn game,
What's the line on
I
that? I bet
probably
it's probably
take
just
two and
UConn.
a half
two,
UConn,
I'd probably take
two and a
probably
half
just
UConn.
two.
UConn.
Izzo versus Hurley. Ooh, I like it. In DC,
I think UConn probably gets it done. I haven't seen enough out of Michigan State to like. Do we really
to
have our
fully
full
lean,
trust in
yeah.
Jeremy Fears?
Nah, not at all. I think UConn got and one thing about UConn, they do have a lot more experience than Michigan State does.
Yeah.
So
For
Dan Hurley
the
knows how to be. I mean, Izzo knows how to be in the moment. I just think UConn's a better team, like just all around.
yeah.
Michigan
yeah,
State's good, don't get me wrong, but like UConn just has better players. Like
One
I give
guy that dude Mullins, bro, he will not stop shooting, bro. I don't know why he think he just gonna shoot himself out of this slump he in or whatever.
if the
But
coach is
like, bro,
telling
he
him to.
he could shoot them out of that game. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
If
that's
Hurley don't
true.
sit him down and be like, bro, we get it. We giving you a green light, but like you gotta chill a little bit, bro. Like you can't just come down. We 8 seconds into the shot clock and you pulling a three.
He's trying
I
to
think
raise
that,
his draft stock.
yeah, that ain't gonna happen, bro. It's too many good freshmen, bro. You gonna have to wait, bro. Like
Mhm.
Caravan, bro. You gonna be there for 5 years. You be there for
Yeah,
6 years, gang. You be all right, bro. Win a natty, bro.
win three.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Win a natty, bro. You not no gang.
so do we want to go Duke for this Duke
Yeah,
St.
we just say
We
John's?
didn't say Johnson off original, so we can just
I
say that.
know we did. You said Duke,
Ah, yeah, let's
or
do it.
do we keep it, or do we keep our Final Four the same?
Keep it P.
well, we go
Things
Duke, so
change.
then we win no
Things
matter what.
change. Yeah, things change. Yeah, dude, we'll be all right.
Football.
All right.
Ooh,
I'm gonna say this Iowa
I'm gonna let you
Nebraska
pick this
game.
guy. I'm gonna let you pick this one, bro. I ain't even,
I was gonna pick Iowa.
all right.
I
I'm
was gonna
cool
pick
with it.
Iowa over it.
You pick Iowa,
I'm
Yeah.
cool with it.
even with a pro Nebraska crowd.
Is it in? It's in
Yeah.
Houston, right? Oh, well, I mean, it's very neutral. That game will be in Houston.
Yeah, but
Nebraska fans will travel. They will travel.
they haven't had any success besides volleyball in the past like 20 years. So
Yeah,
this is like the coolest thing ever to them. They're gonna travel.
Yeah.
it's gonna
I
be
don't know
very low
though.
scoring. What were the scores to the games for those two? Was it blowouts? Was it close? Was it? I don't
Of
even know.
what games?
Ooh,
The
The
Nebraska
Iowa
game?
Nebraska series, yeah. Like they played
Oh,
twice. Were they both
uh,
close?
yeah. I
Like,
think Iowa won the first matchup by it was like 2 or 4, and then Nebraska won by 10. in the second matchup.
Iowa lost 84-75 at Nebraska, and they beat Nebraska 57-52. So
Ooh, it's so
yeah,
that's so nasty.
one was low scoring and one was high scoring.
So if Iowa keeps it low, they win. If it gets kind of past
Yeah.
that 70 mark, okay. I
I
mean, I'm
think
gonna let you pick it.
Nebraska
I'm gonna let y'all
probably
pick
gets
it.
it done.
I
To
really
be
don't.
honest,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't care for that
You
game.
say E, you said Nebraska.
yeah, I think Nebraska probably gets it done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
go Nebraska. I just want to see.
It's had
Nebraska.
so much momentum right now. It feels
I
like
want
they're
to
supposed
see. I just want
to.
to see Houston. Yeah, Houston's going to the Final Four. Yeah, I just want to see what Houston does. I really the game for me, like Eli was saying earlier, the game for me will probably be that Houston Illinois game. I will be
Yeah.
watching all 40
Oh yeah,
minutes.
I'll be tuned into that one. That one's gonna be the best one.
That's gonna be really tough.
That's
All
okay.
right.
So
Elite Eight, Elite Eight.
Final Four or Elite Eight, Duke, UConn.
I don't know. I'm feeling Duke. I'm feeling Duke. If we're going to have Duke beat St. John's, I gotta have Duke beat UConn.
Beating both biggies.
No,
I like. I mean, I like that logic. Like that logic.
oh no.
I mean, I don't think it really matters for real because whoever win that gonna get beat by Houston. But if for the sake of being right,
I don't know. I mean, I
I want to
felt
lean
like
UConn.
UCLA put up a pretty good
Where's the national
fight
championship this year?
against
Or
UConn
the Final Four?
Indy.
in Indy.
Indy?
Yeah, right
Mm.
down the street. Right down the street.
No, bro, I don't know. I
If
don't
Purdue
know. I
happen
don't.
to get there,
If Purdue happened to get there, that'd be home
Oh
court
my
advantage.
lordy, that would be the meanest home court.
and they really, I mean,
I
they
think they're
could
gonna
be
want
there.
it so much more specifically
They could beat
for that
Arizona,
reason.
to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
I mean,
They
they
I
got
would
could
the
beat
they
hope,
got the
them.
experience.
I would hope Purdue beats Arizona. I
I don't know if
would,
they
but
will, but they
Arizona
can.
also look all Arizona here.
It's give me go ahead.
In my opinion, Arizona and Iowa State are the two best looking teams right now.
Yeah, they're
That's
good. They
that's my
play decent.
opinion.
I don't know if Arkansas can beat Arizona, but Purdue can. Like, I
It's
think
gonna take
Arkansas, it's gonna because they rely so heavy on like, oh, Darius Acuff just has to go for 40 today. Like that's what
and
has to
and and,
happen.
Mal and Malik Thomas got to go for 20 as well because if he has a bad
Yeah.
game, then their
When
next leading I
Purdue
think
is
is it
like,
Billy Richmond?
yeah,
Yeah, nah,
Purdue is like,
it's
we'll
too
just play
much.
good defense and we can have 3 or 4 different guys go for 10 plus.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
yeah. It's a,
I'd
it's a good.
say
I flip it.
I'd
I'm
say
gonna go
Arizona in that game though.
Arizona. I don't know. I'm gonna go Duke and
Ooh,
Iowa State,
this is a
Michigan.
tough one. This is a tough one.
That's one. I was gonna go
Boy,
Iowa State.
I think this is the game where not having Joshua Jefferson finally
yeah,
hurts them.
I
If
was
he's
about to
not
say
back
that
in
too.
time, if he does not play, I think Michigan wins.
I don't think he
Um,
will play that. That sprain look pretty
yeah,
bad, bro. I don't think he's playing for his drafts at least. I don't think he'll play.
I think that's going to finally be the game that it's like, yeah,
Mm,
his
dang,
his his presence not being there is going to go noticed.
yeah. I
Um,
think full strength Iowa State wins that through, but
Barely.
Michigan. Michigan looks pretty good. I think it'll depend on how Michigan does in that Bama game as
Michigan,
well.
Arizona, golly, that's
I know they didn't play each other.
that's a tough one.
I don't know. I want to say Zona because I don't want to see Michigan in the championship.
Oh, cool. Hey, I'm cool with it.
Odds.
Zona Houston for the
Could you
Natty.
imagine if Michigan State makes it? It's a Michigan State Michigan national championship.
Oh my gosh. Gav would
Oh.
not be watching. Gav would not.
Ultimate hate watch. There would be like 15 fights in the first 10 minutes. It's
Gav
like
is
That's
not
a
watching that game. I tell you.
Duke UNC Final Four.
bro.
Yeah,
If
bro. That was electric, bro.
Michigan State, Michigan happens, bro, I'm I'm not filling out another March Madness bracket again. I'm done.
Oh,
I don't think
The
it's
bro's
gonna
not even
happen.
gonna turn it on.
UConn should handle. hopefully handle
Yeah,
Michigan
they
State.
said it's
Yeah, it's gonna
Uh,
pull out a Mike Gatchel hate watch for Michigan State.
I'm gonna go. I think we gotta go Houston just because that's what we
Well,
picked in our first bracket.
yeah, but how did their games this year turn out? They played.
Oh yeah, they definitely
Did they
played.
split? We talked about this,
I
right?
I don't think they split. I think Arizona beat them twice, or at least once.
Because
They
Houston had
beat
that little streak
they
where they
beat
weren't
Houston
winning.
79-74. They beat Houston twice this year.
Yep. I think that's like I said, man. Kelvin Sampson got to get it done, bro.
It's hard to beat a team third time, three times. You
Yeah, he
know,
got to get it done, bro. This is his year, bro. If he don't get it done this year, bro, I think he's still. I think he retires either way. That man is old, bro.
All right,
yeah.
tiebreaker. How many
Do you think Bill
points?
Self retires this year?
I've heard reports. I think he might.
He can come to UNC.
Think the NIL getting away from him. He with them coaches with like Krzyzewski, dang, Coach K, Roy,
Yeah.
Coach Roy. I think they kind of like sick of the NIL. So
He can come to UNC for a year or two if he wants to.
man, we need to go get, bro. I mean, I'm trying to think of a younger. I like Brad Stevens. I seen Billy Donovan. I don't know how I feel about that because he in the league.
You know damn well it's gonna be Jerry Stackhouse.
I don't want nobody in the family. Like that's just gonna
Don't be
piss
in the
me
family. Don't
off.
worry about it.
If we get somebody in the family, bro, I'd rather
Don't
have
worry about
Kevin
it.
Brown,
It's
bro.
always the family.
No experience. Give me Kevin Brown. I'll join the coaching staff, Kev. Let's do it.
So what's the
All
Stephen
right.
A said something about Kenny Smith being
That's
Kenny Smith
I
is a
haven't
coach
seen
for
Kenny. Yeah, I ain't seen Kenny Smith coaching nothing, bro. But he got. I mean,
your new North
maybe,
Carolina
bro.
head coach Elijah Davis,
Bro, I wouldn't
player
wear a shirt,
coach.
bro. I will go to a different fan base, bro. I'm done.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
We good to submit this?
Hmm.
I'm cool with it.
All
Where
right.
you get the 152 from? 80, what you think 80,
I
80
don't
to
know. It's either going to be
72?
60 something to 70 something, or
Both their games
70
were in
something
the
something.
70s. One was 79-74, one was 73-66. So like yeah, low to
All
mid
right,
70s.
cool with that. And
Yeah,
again,
we can create 24 more second chance brackets.
God, dog.
that's just so great. Let's do one where Texas wins it
Mm.
all. No, it's fine.
And
All
it
Go
right.
actually
back,
happened.
go back to ours. And see how I want to
How
see.
How it compares to what the one we're done. Really interesting.
Yeah, let's see how many Sweet 16 teams we got right. I think we're
we
pretty decent on Sweet 16.
we
Yeah,
were
because
all
most
Other
of it
than
right.
was
other than the
chalk.
Zips, other than the Zips.
You know.
We got Arizona, Arkansas, Duke, St. John's, or
Okay, we got
yeah,
those right.
yeah.
We
And then we
didn't
got
get.
Michigan State, UConn. We didn't get Gonzaga, so we missed Gonzaga.
Who we got
Oh,
Purdue?
okay.
We got Michigan, and
We did
uh
Zips. We had
we
the Zips
missed the
right there.
Zips.
Yeah.
Missed Vanderbilt too.
Yeah, yeah,
We
that's
missed
what
that
we.
one badly. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
But I think a lot of people probably did.
we missed Tennessee too.
We had
Okay.
Virginia.
We had
I'm okay with
Virginia
that.
there, and then I think
Nice.
we had Illinois, Houston there.
Okay, so we're not
Okay.
bad.
Was
Yeah,
that
we weren't
four?
bad.
We got
Yeah.
12 out of the 16.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. Not
Nobody would
terrible
have
at
thought that
all.
Iowa and Nebraska would be playing in the Sweet 16, bro. Like, come
No,
on
that
now.
was
It's not
Nobody,
fun. You don't
nobody,
really
no.
nobody picked
you
that.
don't sit there doing your bracket like, oh, I can't wait to see Iowa, Nebraska in the Sweet 16. Like,
Hey,
no.
no, no, bro. Nobody picked that. Our champion's still alive, though. That's all that matters.
Champion is still alive. That's all that matters. That is all that
Give me the
matters.
Cougars.
Well, that ends our Sweet 16 bracket. Try to keep it short today. That way I only have one video instead of multiple. Um,
All
but
right.
so we'll see what happens. Hopefully our old bracket honestly can do better. Maybe we can get up into the 70%, correct. But I don't know. We'll see. All those Sweet 16 games are toss-ups too. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting. But appreciate y'all for tuning in, and
Yes, sir.
we'll probably have a third episode once the Sweet 16 and Elite Eight end, just to look forward to the Final Four and then the championship game. So hopefully we are in better spirits by the end of
We went
next
0
week.
for 16 in the Sweet 16.
Shout out Eddie Holloway. Still.
Uh,
Zapac.
Shout out.
cool. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we'll catch y'all next week.